Good morning. Welcome to build day 6. Sorry about that, weird camera angles. You caught me just loading up. Or actually, not loading up, but getting ready to load up. Had to hook the trailer up. Today, for day 6, about the only thing we're going to be working on is corn. And we're just getting ready to go pick up the first load. I have to get my trailer hooked up, which I just got done. I gotta move the other car so we can get in here and unload the corn. We're gonna give you'll get a little bit of a sneak peek at the corn crop this year before we start cutting. Probably get a little bit of us loading. You'll get a little bit of us unloading, and then you'll get a little bit more of us going back up yet again to get a second load, if we have the energy for that. If not, we'll do the second load tomorrow. Whether I'm going to actually get to installing any of it today, that's another question. But, before I forget, breakfast of the day. I'm in a light mood. Toast with butter, add some peanut butter to it, and a glass of chocolate milk. We need the sugar, we need the energy. So, there's your breakfast of the day. But with that, let's get the day going. See you next segment. Oh, wow. Look at that. And he did plant a lot of corn this year. He came a lot further out with it this year.
Yeah.
Definitely don't want to try driving through the orchard itself. I'll break too many limbs.
Yeah, I think this is as far as you're going to be able to go.
Well, that was a trial. The section that you just saw, that was the lower section. We're in the upper section now, and it goes all the way up. And he said to take the corn from the upper section. So we're going to take it from here. Problem is I want the taller stuff, not the short stuff.
And this is the shorter stuff.
So, I don't know. We can nitpick it. But anyway, there's our corn. Now we've got to get it from there into there. So this ought to be interesting. Well, 2.5 hours later, and Sue's picking peaches. We ended up getting that cut down right through here, and that got us this pile which is left over and the trailer. Sue, Morgan, and I are exhausted, so what we're going to do, we've decided, we're going to go home, take a break, and get some lunch or breakfast because we haven't had either yet. Then we're going to come out, unload that, come back up here and get this, get it home, get it unloaded, and then that's it for today. And I'll spend the rest of the day in the haunt putting this corn in, and I'll get a better idea of how much more we need. I'm still thinking we're going to need at least a second trailer full. So we'll probably come up tomorrow, at least get a half a trailer to a full trailer load tomorrow. And we'll go from there. Well, we've been home for a bit, had some lunch. It's going on almost 4 o'clock now. We went in, I showed you up there the trailer full we had. That's it right there. And I got a little overzealous with my cutting, and I cut more than the trailer would hold. So we actually got this load. It still had a pile on the ground. So we went up with the trailer and picked up the what was left. Brought it down. It's still in the trailer. But the trailer is about 1/4 of the way full with corn, so I have even more. So we got that done. And the stuff that's in the trailer is going to stay in the trailer until I get those piles down. But, walk you over here. Gotta go in this way because I can't get into this area going the other way. So we're having to walk backwards through the haunt. And we got home, I was getting ready to come in here and start slapping corn up. And I realized I needed to get those barrels in here. Once the corn goes in, I can't get the barrels in. So Sue Ann and I had fun trying to move these barrels in. And the barrels are going to sit here on either end of the nook with our animated scarecrow right here in the area, or in the middle, in between them. So what I'm going to do is we're getting started now. I'm going to start grabbing through the wall there. We're going to start right here, and we're going to wrap this whole thing in corn up to about there. And then once I get to that point, I can take the barrels, get the barrels into place, and then continue my way on around the wall. So I'm going to see how much, we need to see how much corn we actually need. So I'm going to have to go through, I need to get these 2 piles installed, and then that'll tell us, you know, do I need another half a trailer, a full trailer, or what? Normally, depending on the size corn haul, it takes anywhere from 2 loads up to 2.5 loads of corn to do the corn haul weight, depending on how tight I pack it. Well, sorry, you haven't been getting too many updates. We've been busy. Sue Ann is exhausted. Morgan is exhausted. I'm exhausted. We got roughly 1.5, not even 1.5, about 1.25 loads of corn today. Out of which we've got a mess. In fact, here, I'll turn on the headlamp there. Now you can see a little bit better. But we've got a mess. Out of all that corn, we've got a pile here and a pile there. Done. And this is, that pile and that pile is what was left out of the quarter load that we picked up. If that. Not even a quarter of it, because I put some of it up, and ouch, corn stalks hurt on bare feet. Just for the record. But 1 full load got us to this corner. We started at the exit and started working our way back, and I will get you guys a better view of this tomorrow during the daytime. We got to this corner, into here, and before we started putting the corn up, we got the wine barrels in here. There would have been physically no way of getting these in here with the corn up. And around to there, and then it gets really tight here and out into the gypsy. But we got that done. So that's 1 load of corn. And hell with it, I am not going back through there. And I know you're getting the headlamp, and I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep it out of the camera. But it looks like we're gonna definitely have to go up and get another load of corn tomorrow. And then probably Monday, go up and get a half load. It looks like it's gonna take another load and a half to finish this corn out. It's a lot of frickin' corn, people. Greetings, one and all, and welcome to the end of the day wrap-up. But, anyways, like I said in the last segment, apologize the view you got of what we got done on the corn today. Didn't turn out too good, probably. It's too dark. I'll try to remember to give you guys a glimpse of it tomorrow when the sun is out and before we go get the second load of corn. Took us about 3 hours because we were moving slow to get the trailer filled up home and unloaded. About 2 of that was loading up there at the cornfield. But we got a big hole in it. A friend that owns the cornfield stopped by just as we were finishing up with the first load. And he said, "Oh, you guys on your second trip?" I said, "No, this is still the first trip." And his mouth hit the ground. He goes, "You got all that into 1 load?" I go, "All but this, we'll have to come back for it. I overcut." He just kind of shook his head. "And how many more loads you going to get?" And I said, "At least 1 more, possibly 2 more. He goes, okay, help yourself. Got a ton of it. Wish I knew other people that wanted corn stalks, because I don't want to have to shred it all. So, got some feelers out. Northwest Haunt Group might have a couple people interested, and we'll work on that. But anyway, we got home. Took about an hour and a half off for lunch and just a sick, because we were exhausted after cutting the first load. Got it unloaded, and then went back up and picked up the leftover stuff that we couldn't get into the first load. And it was just under a quarter of a trailer load. Got that home. And then I went out and I started installing corn. Morgan and Sue helped with that. They were packing corn into me as fast as I could put it up. And it still took, spent about 4.5, almost 5 hours out there packing corn in onto the walls. And oh God, I got under half. Yeah, it was under half done. I've still got the main hallway and the entrance corridor to do yet. Hoping one more load will do it, but by the look of it, I'm going to be shy on a second load. So we've got that, and that's what tomorrow is. Tomorrow, if you like what you saw today, you're going to get to see the same thing tomorrow. Because we're doing the exact same thing. Go up, cut corn, load corn, haul corn, unload, and install. So 2 days straight of doing corn with a possibility of a third day. So anyway, I will talk to you guys later. I am beat. It is 9:15. I'm calling it quits. I'm not going to stay out here and finish the corn. So stay spooky. Stay toxic.